Tell them hoes that it's crunch time.
I've been married to the game, I've been road running, getting to some commas every day, this ain't slow money. I was just in better class, they ain't see me coming, now we pull up so fast.
What up, y'all? It's another episode of Student of the Game. I got two special guests in here. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Man, Tokyoant, Cruisehababchi.
Cruisehababchi, Tokyoant, man. I've been waiting on this episode for a while. It's been in the talks for a little minute ever since I tried to get my podcast off the ground. And man, I've been knowing Tokyo for 10 years now. We met in college at Jackson State Community College. So how does that, looking back on 10 years ago, how you feel?
Man, 10 years looking back, I'll just say blessings, bro. Honestly, just to see where I was at then and where we met then, to see now, to see like just the natural progression of what we was doing then and just seeing what it done grew into now.
Yeah.
You know, seeing what my respective journey done grew into, and then to see what your respective journey done grew into from that. So it's amazing, bro. It's a blessing.
Yeah. And like you looking back 10 years from where you was, how you see yourself now?
Looking back 10 years, I don't think I would have thought I would have been where I am, not in a negative way, but I don't know, the older you get, the more you realize life is way deeper than what you think it is.
Yeah.
It's real life.
Yeah. So, student of the game, what's the best game you could give somebody?
The best game I can give somebody is stay true to yourself and stay consistent and build discipline. Because if you stay consistent, you build that discipline, it's going to grow into success. But also staying true to yourself with building that consistent and that discipline, it helps you stay locked in with what's true to you, because it's so easy to be influenced by all type of shit, family, friends, and it's not even influenced in a bad way, but it's so easy for people to put their opinions and their perspectives on shit on you, and it's easy to adapt them, even though they may be doing it from a state of like trying to protect you. But sometimes you gotta like know how to sometimes you gotta know how to decipher if this you gotta be able to take that information in, but in order with staying true to yourself, it allow you to like, okay, let me take this information in, but also too, let me just let that kind of mold more of what I'm doing instead of let that like beeline me and go off of here because I'm adapting somebody else's fears, thoughts, whatever the case may be that you can be influenced by. So staying true to yourself, staying disciplined, and staying consistent is like three main factors that's gonna help whatever it is that you went to grow way more than what it is. You know?
Yeah, I feel that.
And you gotta have a relationship with God too. Can't
Definitely,
forget
man. For sure that.
Yeah.
For sure that.
Yeah, because we wouldn't be where we are without him.
For sure that. Really, that's first and foremost. I should have said that first. All glory be to God. Like, first and foremost, make sure you take everything to God. Staying true to yourself is talking to God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Making sure like God is this right for me, and He gonna let you know. So.
Yeah. And He gave us His talent to do what we're trying to do.
Exactly, man. So for sure that.
So speaking of doing what you're trying to do, so what got y'all into music?
What got me into music, man, was like, honestly, it may sound cliche, but it's the truth. Like, I've been into music all my life. I come from a musically inclined family. I come from the church where my granddad plays multiple instruments, where my dad also was a musician growing up. He come from that era where it used to be like boy groups where it'd be like 3 of them or 4 of them, and they be doing stuff like Black Street.
Oh, like the quartets and stuff.
Yeah, like Black Street or like like the Temptation era. Like not that older, but more like Boys to Men eras where he grew up at, and he was big into R&B stuff. So like growing up with that, my dad didn't go far with it, but he's the one honestly who kind of grew that seed more into me, because he used to just have me and my cousins line up in the kitchen singing like little songs together and stuff like that. And honestly, like just like how you got this camera set up right here, like respectfully, like my dad, he was young just like us, so he'd be in the living room, You feel me? Playing the game, smoking with his homies, and
Yeah.
I was only kid on my dad's side, so keep me entertained. Shit, he'll put a camera right there and shit. I be in there doing skits, doing rap videos. Sometimes I have my cousins. Like I got all type of stuff like that on my social medias.
Yeah, I said,
You
see
feel
the
me?
post
To
you
where
posted like that.
that's kind of how that came, just from my dad not wanting me to be bored, but at the whole time he really was growing me to be who I am now. Little did he know. So that just kind of grew into me just always having that love for music. My older cousins, they used to rap and dance. All my cousins are rap, dance. I was kind of the more reserved one, but I used to soak it all in, watching them do
Yeah.
talent shows. They all had a spray painted Superman, Spider-Man shirts on and shit.
Oh,
But
yeah.
like, and I used to want to do that too, but I was a little bit more shy to where it didn't fully come out, but I grew into it to where like now a lot of them respectfully are like settled in their life, and I kind of had a late spurt with it to where once I started doing it, I really got comfortable and I grew into it. I've been doing it nonstop since. So like I started really taking it serious probably like in high school, but even in middle school, me and some of the homies used to come up with little catchy songs, like troll songs and shit like that used to kind of catch fire in the school and shit. So I always known it, but I started taking it serious like I'll say probably like my sophomore year of high school. That's when I really like uploaded like my first song on SoundCloud, and that's the start of it. You feel me? Start doing that, and folks just start viewing this shit and seeing it for what it is, and then just sticking to it. Like I said, staying true to myself,
Yeah.
staying disciplined, staying consistent, and boom, bam, here we are now. You feel me? Still doing the exact same things, but just doing them in different levels.
Yeah.
But still that same little kid bouncing on the bed looking at the camera. You feel me? But now I'm a grown ass man doing the same shit. You know?
Yeah.
So that's why it be a lot of full circle moments, and it be a lot of times I just be like, sometimes I gotta take myself out of just my POV of like being right here and be like, damn, like I'm still that same kid. I'm still satisfying that inner child that I was.
Yeah.
You feel me? And like I said, it's a blessing, bro, to just still be able to have that trajectory and still be able to do this and still not have the world crush that imagination and that dream from that kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what done led me to this and what done got me more, you know, into this, you know, to where I'm still doing it now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then where'd your love for music come from?
My love for music, I said my dad, bro.
Yeah.
My dad, he's not musically inclined, but he had a different taste of music. My dad's a little bit older compared to a lot of people my age, so I was growing up listening to Ray Charles, James Brown.
Yeah, but you're getting that soul though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it just gave me a different perspective of music and a different understanding. Plus it helped me become a student of the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So early on I was in the band, I played trumpet and started singing a little bit, did chorus. We ended up going to Atlanta, performed at Martin Luther King Church.
Damn.
So that was my first time like striving for something, and it started to pay off for me.
Okay.
Because before then, I was all about ball, like
Yeah.
everybody, you know, most people. Basketball, but that shit then it's not for everybody, bro. Everybody not gonna make it to the NBA.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And everybody not gonna make it in music either. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But music is one of those things that once it's stuck for me, it just I'll probably make music for the rest of my life.
Yeah, like for me, I never like tried playing in the band or nothing. My love for music came just from my dad and his cars, like his dunks, with sounds blasting, just like 3-6 Mafia and Project Pat, Do or Die. So that's where my love for music came from, just from that memory, and then just getting more into it, learning more about different artists. It just grew from there, and I just like the whole culture around rap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you say you tried doing sports. Did you do sports, Tokyo?
Yeah, I played soccer,
Soccer.
ran track, cross country, stuff like that. But the longest sport I stuck with was soccer.
Okay.
Hence the jersey, you feel me? I had to
Yeah.
wear the gold Messi.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So with playing sports, do y'all feel competitive when y'all make music?
Me personally, not exactly, cause I really don't. I would say this, like my competitive spirit isn't necessarily outward. I never really was, cause I'm not even like the biggest sports fan, even though I play sports. Like, so like I don't really have that competitive spirit to where it's outward. My competitive my competitive spirit has always been me versus myself, straight up, and I think that's why I'm so locked in with self, and I keep growing myself more because like, only time I could say it could be somewhat competitive with making music. It's not even competitive. It's more just like a. There's been different situations throughout my journey in music where I've been around other artists and I see how they may move with it, and it's not necessarily like a oh dang I gotta. It's more just like a okay like bro doing that effortlessly. Like let me kind of look at him, study him a little bit, and let me kind of adapt that to my own blueprint. Not be better or harder, but like I see what he doing. I'ma just take a little bit from his playbook, add it on to myself. You know, if anything, like that competitive spirit with me is more just like okay, I may recognize that like, oh, I may not be the sharpest in this area, but bro is. So let me keep bro around so that can make me sharper instead of now let me go better so I can X bro out the picture. You feel me? So it ain't never like that competitive spirit in that sense with me. You feel me? So that is with me. Yeah.
Like I like being like a rap head or hip hop head. I see like going back to the battle last year. Like that's what I meant. Like fed like you want to not necessarily like take somebody out like you said, but like just like how J Cole did. He just wants to be the best rapper.
Right.
Like he just wants to like you said, sharp as iron, just
Right.
to get better at your craft.
Right.
That's what. Yeah. So y'all, how long have y'all been collabing together
This one of my brothers I grew up with too. Like been knowing him probably since the 5th grade, honestly. So we didn't start. We've been knowing each other since the 5th grade, so we always kind of been like childhood friends. But our musical journey started really intercepting. I would say it started intercepting. I would say probably like those J State days. So probably I would say like around 16, 17. But even then, it was just like kind of like becoming one. I had my little group trio. He had his group and whatnot, TAC, and we kind of just was like all friends, like working with each other. But me and bro didn't really start like officially like making music together, even though we got this long rapport with each other. I would say what like 2019, 2020 type deal. Really, once we kind of got up here, that's when me and bro like really started like having songs like together. But other than that, like our group's chilling, we in the studio. You feel me? Like I may got a few songs with people out his crew and stuff like that. Like been doing that, but me and bro didn't really start doing songs together until like 19, 2020. And that's just a part of just us just being organic. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm them type of people like, keep this shit organic. We all cool, but when it happens, it happens. Like you said, me and you, we've been knowing each other damn near 10 years, bro. You feel me? But like we just now collabing on something, which is this. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like, okay, even though it's been 10 years, we collab on this and like, okay, we just pick up where the fuck we left off at. You feel me? So it's just that organic feel of like everything gonna happen in due time. But when it happens, it's the time. You feel what I'm saying? So me and bro been collabing now, I would say for like about 5 years out of like our whole long ass relationship.
But to me, that's kind of like reminiscent of the blog era, like how Rocky, ASAP Mob, and all them will collab with Flatbush Zombies.
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
That's kind of cool seeing that, like Wiz and Currency, how they be collabing
Right.
with different clicks. I think that's pretty cool.
Exactly, for real.
So how do you feel like with that, with y'all being so close in the collabs? How does that? Because like sometimes it's better to collab with somebody like that, opposed to going with somebody random that you just met. Like you feel like the chemistry is like way better.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely way better, man. Cause like
a lot of the shit ain't gonna.
No, you could do your thing.
A lot of the shit that we be talking about with our song are things that we conversate on a daily basis. So that's what it's like. I feel like more because I know like that's what bro really going through. Now consumers they might not see it like that because they don't know that. You know what I'm saying? They don't know bro like that. But I do. So like it just bounce off each other.
No, vice versa. And like we actually like one reason why I did bring them too, because we actually working on a project together called Hibachi Boys or whatnot. But like for one, it's organic. You feel me? Like the rapport is already there. Because that's one thing with me with working with newer artists. Like people can send me songs and I give them a feature, but also too like I love just building that rapport, like getting that vibe to see like okay, for one, do we even really like each other? Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's one thing with me. Like it got to be that, especially if we want to make it be a continuous thing. We got to see if we even gel. You feel me? So like we have that, but then also too like I said, me and bro kind of we talk about the same stuff. So like the music just gel together. So even though I've been knowing bro for a long period of each other's lives, and we've been working for like 5 years together. Now that that's finally coming together, like it's just peanut butter and jelly. Yeah, you feel me? It's meant to be because like when you hear bro sound and you hear my sound and you hear our sounds together, it kind of makes sense. You know what I'm saying? We float around in the same pockets and realm of things to where on top of us just being cool and having that rapport, we can both get on the song together and I can come up with an idea that may spark some of him and vice versa. Like, and it's easy like that for real. So
say y'all sound. How would you describe his sound and then how would you describe his
sound? I would describe his sound like for one it's diverse, it varies, you feel me? It varies because bro can be in a lot of different bags. I'm sure he'll say the same about me. We both can be in a lot of different bags. But with that is kind of where we jail it. But also too, like I think the main thing is just like we kind of float in the same cadence. Some song though you may hear and you may be like, hold up, which one is which? You feel what I'm saying? And it's not even because we copying each other's sounds. It's just the natural thing of where, like I said, we've been doing music independently for a minute, but now that we put them together, it's like, oh, them niggas sound good together. You know what I'm saying? Like type deals. So, I would say like just to throw some terms out there to be like melodic, melodic, versatile, lyrical, introspective. You feel me? Stuff like that, just to kind of really sum it up. Cause like I said, it's very diverse. Very much got that music to where like, shout out to the podcast, Student of the Game, but very much so that music to where like you listen to it, you soak it up. If you a student of the game, you gon' listen to it and be like, okay, bro, talking about some shit because like me and bro, we way more diverse than just being artists. We got our hands in multiple things. Like before we pulled up here, we literally just left one of his properties. He got like we in real estate. He's in real estate. Okay. You feel me? So we just left one of his properties before we came here. You feel me? So like you would even hear that in his music where he would say something like, could have got his mama off Section 8, but he went and bought a chain. You feel me? Or like, you went and got this, but you could have invested that $30K in some property. Just giving out real game to where people rather look like it instead of really like grow some real wealth. You rather look wealthy than really grow some real wealth. You feel me? So, yeah.
And my brother, he just got his real estate license too. I'm gonna give you his card. So get in, type in.
Where you down here with it?
Yeah, he just did. I think it's all in Tennessee, and I think he's going for Mississippi next.
Nice.
He wants to do like Texas too.
Nice.
So, what was y'all's first studio setup? Because some people are like, damn, I want to rap, but what if I don't have enough money for the right equipment? So how was y'all's setup? Y'all's first setup?
Mine was janky. I started with the rock band mic. You know what I'm saying? Get me a metal clothes hanger, wrapped the stocking around the stove with my mama's stocking. Stocking on it. Wrapped it up, put it on the rock band mic. I was going like that for a while when I first started.
Yeah, mine was just bought a USB mic from Amazon. Had me a little Toshiba laptop. Downloaded Audacity. So I'm off Audacity thugging it. Man, shout out Audacity.
That was my first one too.
Yes, I'm on Audacity with it, thugging it with the USB mic. Actually, that still Audacity, but before we went to USB mic,
we had the Turtle Beach.
Oh, the headset.
We had the headset. I had to think back to the very first song we put on SoundCloud. It was me, my boy John, my boy Chanel Stowe James. We all was in the closet with the Turtle Beach song, just rapping it. But then we upgraded to the USB mic, and then we had the Focusrite. Shout out Focusrite. You feel me? So growing with it, but yeah, that first studio equipment wasn't too much of shit. And nowadays it's so simple to where you can just do it BandLab on your phone nowadays. But I will say this though, they make it to where now you don't have no excuse to just kind of get in there. The entry point is so wide open with this shit. But I will say, even though the entry point is wide open to get with this shit, and it's very much so accessible and easy to make music now, you're gonna have to always progress to the real deal stuff, Pro Tools, actually getting in a real studio. It comes with time. Start off with what you're gonna start off with. Make your music, because in those stages where you ain't got nothing, that's when you your most creative.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because motherfucker, I do the whole take. I'm doing all the ad libs. I'm doing one take. I had to do all of that shit. You feel me? And it made me so creative to where now when I done grew to this point and you got those shortcuts, it really adds on more to that flavor of what you got now. But start with what you start with, but understand that don't stay there.
Yeah, you gotta invest.
You feel me? You gotta invest in yourself. You feel me?
You gotta invest in yourself.
You have to. It's a must. It's a must. You can make it off a BandLab song. You can make it to the industry off a BandLab song, but shit, every song you throw in the industry better not be no BandLab song.
Right.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah, because that's how one of the dudes y'all met out there, Len Draco. When I interviewed him, he said the same thing. He started off doing BandLab.
Right.
He's going to the studio now.
Right.
So it's a good entry point. I wish they had that when I was making music.
Man, come on now.
Yeah.
I did too. Shit.
Hey, it's crazy. Now you can even you don't even need no label now.
You don't need shit.
We use DistroKid right now just to put music out.
You don't need shit but a phone, fam. Apps. The 3 apps you need for real: BandLab, Distro, or United, whichever one you got options. Damn near CapCut.
Yeah.
You feel me? You can make your song, put it out, and put your video out and throw it on the tube, throw it on YouTube, all from your fucking phone. You feel me? And that shit'll probably blow up, but just know once it blow up, yes, that got you there, but make your progression into getting a real camera, getting in a real studio. You feel what I'm saying? All those real things, So, that to be said, start with what you start with. Don't put no limitations on yourself, because a lot of times, I think this is a part of procrastination. People be wanting to, well, I gotta wait till I get this. You can feel that space with anything with your life. I gotta wait till I get this to do this. I gotta wait till I get this to do this. But a quote came to me the other day, and it was you don't gotta be great to start, but you gotta start to be great. You feel what I'm saying? So you don't gotta be great to start. Stop thinking that you gotta have all these entry points to get there, and just motherfucking start. And then once you start, you feel me? That avalanche effect, that bitch gonna grow, that bitch gonna get big, and boom, bam, 10 years later, you see the proof. Yeah. You feel me? And shit, this ain't even no big avalanche, but this bitch still rolling. So, boom, you feel me? This is my first episode of Student of the Game. So, shit, we gonna have another one where we gonna be talking about some more shit where I may be. You feel me? Where we may be in a whole different setup. Where I may be the first one we went to bro first property. Now we 5 properties in. You feel me? Or XYZ. Whatever the Lord may bless us with. But staying consistent, staying true to yourself, and staying disciplined to stay intact with all of that is what's getting us to where we're getting to. So, yeah.
So y'all said y'all have a project we all working on. Other than that, what y'all have next for just y'all's solo respective?
Me, I'm working on another project. Hopefully by the end of this year it'll be out. Right now I'm just going through the vault, going through the ropes of creating, and then getting a good amount, and just choosing from that.
Same. I'm working on a project right now. I got this series within my catalog called Tokyo Drift. So I'm working on the 3rd installment right now. Been locked in the studio all last month, just pumping out songs and stuff like that. So kind of getting back into that headspace of creating. Like I said, I just keep everything organic. I'm more than just an artist. I'm just a human. I really be summing myself up as like a serial creative entrepreneur, pretty much, because it's multiple things and all of them creative. So like lately, I'm back in that space of where I'm recording, but lately I just been in like consumer mode, just living life, so I can have more stuff to come and talk about and stuff, and just really be in these moments of things. But Tokyo Drift 3 is definitely on the way. I don't want to put no deadline on it or say when necessarily. I will just say I love to drop around my birthday, which is January. So that being said, all willing, it'll be out by my birthday. But right now, just keeping it organic, creating, cooking. It's still gonna be singles that come out. Still been dropping singles, even though I ain't dropped the album in probably like 2 years. I've been dropping singles and still dropping a few features here and there. So yeah, a lot of stuff still gonna be coming out. Stuff gonna always come out,
Yeah.
But yeah, but project wise, I got that in the works. That's probably like gonna be like a big thing for me, cause I'm really trying to make it be very cohesive with everything I got going on, even when it comes to like my mindfulness coaching that I've been doing lately, which is just like mindfully drifting. That's like a platform I just started this year called Mindfully Drifting, where pretty much what we're doing now, we just being mindful and just drifting through thoughts and drifting through shit. So Tokyo Drift, it all finna correlate together, and that's what I'm in the process of doing now to make it be what it's gonna be. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So what when y'all recording and writing and stuff, do y'all ever get writer's block? And if y'all do, how do y'all get out of it?
Hell yeah, I get writer's block all the time. Shit, to be real with you, that's what I really just got out of was writer's block. I wasn't pumping out music that much the past like year and a half, and that shit was bothering the fuck out of me. Like that shit was making me feel so complacent in this area of music. But once again, being a serial creative to where you got multiple things on your plate, it's an upside to it, to where okay, I'm not creative musically, I'm not being able to pump out music like that. People wanting to work with me, respectfully so, I really can't. Respectfully so, you gotta come to me with an idea right now, because I ain't pumping out no ideas. You gotta pull something out of me type deal. So like, but since I was feeling like that, instead of me staying there and feeling complacent, they're like, oh dang, I can't really come up with nothing right now and stuff. Okay, let me shift to here. You feel me? Let me shift to screenwriting, because for a minute I was executive producing a TV show for a little minute. You feel me? Like, just doing all type of other creative aspects of things, to where I'm just like, you know what? Maybe I can be in producer mode, and not even producer like producing engineering, but producer like producing product. Maybe I can't produce product right now, but you know what? Let me just be in consumer mode. Let me consume. Let me consume what's going on around me. Let me consume what's going on in my life. You feel me? Like, let me just take all this shit in, so I can have some shit to say.
Yeah.
You feel me? But that's a part of how I get over that writer's block. And also too, it's a muscle. Like, even with this last month, me being locked in with my engineer Gibby in Nashville all month, like, it's a muscle. It's like getting in that gym. You feel me? Like, okay, I'm stopping at 5 push-ups, but okay, now I'm in here next week, I'm doing 20 push-ups. Now I'm in here the third week, I'm doing 50 push-ups. So like, just like how you get stronger with that, it's the same thing, we're getting stronger with that. So it's a mix of just like knowing how to step away from it and doing something else, but also too, not stepping too far away from it and knowing that like, even though you can't write nothing, still just try to write something. Because even with trying to write something, I'm gonna get it, because for a minute I was becoming a little complacent in that area. But shit, once I started hopping back in that studio and it started coming to me again, and it's like, okay, like, nigga, you always been a dog, like, just keep it going, you feel me? And I was listening to some music. I listened to a song the other day, and Kendrick said like, I know I'm intelligent, my confidence that just died, and that's true. Like sometimes your confidence will get low on something, even though you know you that dude, you know you're a creative genius, and I know that for sure. But you know, confidence, success builds confidence, confidence builds success. So like the more you just keep doing it, the more you just gonna grow with it, and then once you really start feeling yourself and shit, then it's like, okay, boom, I'm back in that bag.
Yeah.
So I'm back in that bag for sure. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah. That's my process of it, man, for real.
Right. For me, writer's block, sometimes I just have to step away.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, with me, with writer's block, I'm overcomplicating the process.
Yeah.
It's supposed to just be effortless. It's supposed to just, like, it's falling out of the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? So just being a vessel to create.
Yeah. So is there like a song that where y'all felt y'all went like Super Saiyan? Like a hard verse or a hard chorus?
Shit.
Yeah.
The last one I made.
Yeah, I would say the same thing with me too. Like I probably like the last 2, 3 I made. Every time I get done recording, them become my new babies for like the next.
Really?
Those become my new babies on repeat until I record something new.
new.
That's why I can't never say like what's my best record. Because shit, my best record may haven't came out yet.
Yeah.
But I'll truly say right now my best records is what I recorded like last week in the studio. You feel what I'm saying? But I'll probably be going to the studio again next week, so shit, who knows what come out of that session?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But to go Super Saiyan, like, yeah, last month I probably knocked out a whole project of songs, and all of them I probably went Super Saiyan.
Okay.
You feel me? All of them I probably went like at least like Super Saiyan 2, 3.
Oh, okay.
You feel me? Like type deal, you know.
Yeah. So you think you'll release all of them, or are you gonna keep some tucked away?
They all gonna get released. I'm not even in the business of keeping this shit. You feel me? But I am somebody to like where like this stuff done in the studio. It's not done until it's ready to be published. So I am gonna clean them up, polish them, do what I need to do. Cause I'm to that level to where like I even listen to songs now where I probably was just in that mood of flowing with it, but I probably said up when I need to say down. I probably said, I need to say deep where I'm probably need to say this or that. So like I'm to the point now where like even with these tracks I'm making now, like I'm gonna go back to the studio and be like, hey bro, I need to change this word, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or I need to clean this up, you know what I'm saying? But all this shit getting out, you feel me? All this shit getting out, but it's gonna, like I said, I'm not in the business of just doing shit just to do it. You feel me? Like we've been doing it too long, so everything gotta have its purpose, but also too not to overcomplicate it. Like bro was saying, sometimes you can overcomplicate shit, and overthinking can lead to underdoing. So I'm not trying to overthink them, but I gotta make sure it's there. I gotta make sure they're at least thoughtful though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Could you speak on how much easier it is to be locked in with an engineer when you go in to record? How easier it makes the process?
Man, it makes the process a lot easy, for real. Like, for one, you got to build that rapport with your engineer. You do got to, like, have that good relationship to where, like, okay, you ain't just working with somebody who just in it because you just somebody who giving them money for the time they record. And they got to actually feel like they kind of invested in your music, too, to where, like, they're kind of a fan of your music to where they can be like, oh, yeah, I like this, or, hey, bro, like, try saying it like this or saying like that, like, give me some type of input. Now, if that input be used or not, that's another thing, but the fact that you invested enough to be like, okay, I can hear this like this, and I can consider it, it's a good feel. But when you locked in with an engineer, bro, like, it do keep you flowing a lot better because it keeps you more in the mindset of like, okay, let me just record this person on my presets. It helps the workflow be a lot more smoother because you got somebody who you already locked in with, know what you finna do, know what you finna sound like, all of that. And so yeah, I would say like it's for sure. Rather it's a home engineer, you feel me, to where y'all in the crib and y'all got that time to where y'all can kind of bullshit, a little bit and still get on it. But also too, like, it is good to keep it professional to where, like, 'cause lately I've been paying for time. I'm used to coming up with in the crib with it and having an engineer pull up and we doing it at the crib, which that's still gonna be a good flow too. But now now that I'm a little bit more professional with my newer engineer and we under contract and shit like that, it makes me approach it even more like professional to where like we on time. Like you my dog, but at the same time like we got 3 hours in this bitch. You feel what I'm saying? Like we can chop it up and talk and catch up once my 3 hours gone.
Yeah.
You feel me? Let's come in this bitch and
yeah.
work. Now we at the crib recording shit. Okay, you hit that. We chop it up. We probably in the middle of the song and we done start joking on some bullshit. But like that ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? Right now in the headspace I'm in now. You feel me? But I like that though. Like I'm telling you, even pulling up on you everything this year, and from now on, it's structure.
Yeah.
You feel me? Cause that structure, that's what's gonna help all this shit blow up. You feel me? I got so much shit going on, but I benefit more off of just structure instead of being like chaotic and having all these open tabs in my head. But to say with the engineer, locking in with an engineer and having you an engineer and shit like that, y'all got that chemistry. You gonna flow. And too, a lot of people underestimate these engineers. The engineer is what got you sounding like that. You feel me? And if he good, he got you sounding like that. So like respect your engineers, you know what I'm saying? And understand that like they are a key component to you. You feel what I'm saying? You may feel like it's a Batman and Robin situation, but to be real with you, shit, it's really like a Batman and Superman situation. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't really like no sidekick because at the end of the day, y'all both need each other. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't one bigger than the other. You feel what I'm saying? So for sure on that, for real.
Yeah, I'm a good engineer. That's what's gonna make it break.
Right.
So as we getting ready to close, what's one thing y'all would like to speak into existence for your music career? What's one thing y'all would like to achieve?
I want to go on tour.
Yeah.
I want to go on tour. I know that's in the works. We've done a few shows together. Definitely a different experience. Really can't explain it.
Yeah, I would love to go on tour with it. I would love to just reach a new level with it, just keep growing with it and just really just growing this fan base. We've been doing shows and stuff like that to where like okay, we've been doing shows and trying to figure out what that core fan base is. We did a show back in March and we had like 50 people come out. You feel me? And it was awesome. The energy was there. It was amazing. We supposed to did one last one, but it got canceled unfortunately. And like just really trying to feed that core fan base to know that like okay, we have this super serve this to grow this to what we need it to be because at the end of the day, these are the people that it don't matter what's going on, y'all are here with us. So we love that. We're gonna keep feeding y'all, but also too, I would love to be picked up by maybe like a larger artist and they just like, throw us up on like they lineup of a few shows and we just keep growing it and growing it. Like but yeah, that's some of the things I would love to do in the future with music. I would love for music just to become the avenue to where I can funnel that into all the other things I do. Like I said, we're more than just musicians. So like if music's gonna be that door and gonna be that source to is that gonna be the water source to water all these other seeds? Or maybe it's gonna be something else. That's why we got a lot of stuff planted in the ground right now. You feel me? But as for that music, I pray that that be the thing that do grow us. And even if it's not, we got all these other things growing, and we still gonna be doing the music to where we got a back shed like this, got the kiddos. You feel me? But we making the money off XYZ other stuff, but we still in this bitch making music. You feel me? Just like we doing that. You feel me? So it's one of them things I want it to be something that really bless us in the future. But even if it's not, I'm still gonna do it. And something else, but we got so many other investments to where like we gonna get there, regardless if it's this music or not. You feel what I'm saying?
Is there one thing you ever wanted to tell somebody dead or alive? You don't have to name names, but if you want to, you can. Is there one thing you ever wanted to tell somebody?
Tell somebody dead or alive.
Like for me, I always wish I could. My grandpa passed away it was like 2-3 years ago, and I never get to tell him. He's not my biological grandpa, but I never got to tell him like thank you for taking care of my grandma or thank you for like treating us as your own. But that's one thing I wish I could have told him.
I feel that. I feel that. Condolences on that, man. I know it's a question that really got me thinking for real. Because I'm very mindful of that. That's why a lot of times with the people that I do have in my life now, I make sure I tell them that. You know what I'm saying? Like how even with coming in here, I made sure I told you, like, bro, you know, I'm proud of you. Congratulations on all your growth. You know what I'm saying? Because I try to leave a good impression. I try to make sure once I leave your space, like, you know, I said what I needed to say to you. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't have no regrets and none of that. But I guess, not to necessarily change the question, but to just say to people in general, I would move as such as that to be very intentional and be mindful and be present in what you got going on, and when you're around the people that you love right now and stuff like that, like that are alive, make sure you're telling them things. Make sure you tell them you love them, or make sure you tell them like, you know, I'm proud of you, or, you know, just make sure you just acknowledge things and just be intentional to where when you do leave the presence of people, you ain't like, well, dang, I wish I would have. You feel me? Because like I don't really have no regrets. You feel me? I really don't. Everything that has happened in my life has happened to lead me to the person I am now. And if I have anything that I think of, it's not a regret. It's just now that I'm thinking on it, do it right fucking now. And started from this point on, you feel me? Since you have the thought, you still got the opportunity, you still got earn your lungs to do it. So I would say just move with intentions to where you don't necessarily have to think too hard upon from this point on. Yeah, you're gonna have people like you said with your grandpa and RP grandpa, but like move from this point on to where you don't necessarily have to be thinking of who I wish I could say something to, because why would I wish when I done said it to them? You feel me? Like that person passed, and like that person know I love them, and they know they love me, so I got that peace within my heart. You know what I'm saying? So be intentional. You know, be intentional with it. Yeah. That's just really because I ain't got nobody I could think that are allowed to say something to, because all the people that's alive right now, unless we talking about like superstars and stuff, but even with them, I don't know what I say to them, but like the people that's alive that I can reach, I make sure I reach my people and I talk to them in that manner. You know what I'm saying? To like make sure I pour into them, because that's just how I am. My cup is always runneth over, so like I have no problem whatever runneth over poured in somebody else's cup. You feel what I'm saying? That's just me. So yeah.
Last question: if you could see me interview anybody, but the trick is you gotta help me be able to set it up to interview. If you can see me interview somebody, who would it be?
I brought one of them with me.
Yeah,
you feel me? I
brought the. Like that'd be like a little cop out.
I brought one of them
like
with me.
It could be like a videographer. It could be an engineer.
Anybody. Yeah. Okay. So what you saying that?
You just gotta help set it up.
I would love to see my boy Solo Visuals come. Solo Visuals. He's a real staple in Jackson, Tennessee. Cameraman, has a awesome story just behind itself to like of a lot of losses in his life, but with all those losses in his life, like equally have gained so much. So that's somebody I could truly see coming up on here, you know, really just having some game and, you know, just kind of shining that light up on his life and what he got to give and stuff like that. Because that's one of my big homies who, when I was just making songs off the muscle of stuff, he was the one that was like, you know, hey, bro, I like your song. Like, come do a video. And he shot my first video. And, like, he was one of the ones who believed in me in the beginning to where what you see now. You know, so I would say Solo. And even after this, I'm going to hit him up and tell him that. So you can have him up on here for sure, sure. But yeah. Yeah. RP Mac Miller, man. You know, it's crunch time, so you know what I came here for. What Mac say? Yeah. Yeah. Motherfuckers thought they had it on lock. Well, I am the locksmith. You on edge and just jump off that cliff. I'm that swift, no Taylor, but everything tailor made when you got this paper. Sweet but soft rappers call them boys now with laters. But right now, me and Pootie get to the paper. No cap. But right now, me and Pootie get to the paper. Reaching new flows like elevators, we climbing. I feel like Trey Smith in that field, I'm a lineman. Yeah, we going up, no declining. Moving forward, no rewinding. SBs cause I'm grinding. Hard working, perfect timing. This hard working, perfect timing. Look inside, yeah, baby, that's where you find it. Look inside, that's where you find it. Just be that hard working, perfect timing. Yeah, moving forward, no rewinding. Going up, never declining. Yeah. Crunch time, baby. Tokyoant on all platforms. TOKYOANT. That's me.
Yeah.